Kawilihan Zubiri, Medical Center Chief, Dr. Gerardo Makino Jr., our multi-talented Chief Training Officer, Dr. Celia Mabalata, members of the Executive Committee, parents, spouse, fellow graduates, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May the peace, mercy, and blessings of Allah be with you. What does it take to be the one speaking in front of these brilliant minds? For all I know, this chance is given to the most exceptional individual who excels in academics with eminent experience according to wisdom. Don't worry, it was some sort of draw last, that's why I'm in front of you today. I may not be exceptional, but surely like most of you, we are beyond average. To be able to successfully graduate with VSMC is no ordinary feat, owing to the fact that our beloved institution is built to resist mediocrity. As I was given this opportunity, I wanted to make the most grandiose speech anyone could give. By doing so, I tried to resort to the most popular friend, the internet. I visited 100 times Mr. Google, but it would not satisfy me. I realized there is a better way of putting this and to share a portion of my story of how a widower was able to raise 6 professionals. Let me share with you the story of how my humble mom was able to step on the pedestal. I'm about 3 years old when my father died. It is of an unknown disease. Thereafter, it was only my mom who nurtured us to become who we are now. My mom is a proud royalty of the Taos tribe. She graduated as a Bachelor of Science in Nursing and earns from this profession to supplement the earnings of my father. After marrying my father, she ventured the corners of Lanao, Luzon to practice her community health service. She has this passion for primary health care. How passionate you say? Come to think of this. At some point, while doing their fieldwork for vaccination, an armed group of men, non-military, approached them and held them as captives, as hostages. This was a matter of life. Fortunately, they were eventually released after finding out that my father was a resident of the locality. I repeat, a resident, not their comrade. My father is not a terrorist. Any person in his or her good mind, after experiencing this, would desperately choose to be reassigned to avoid having another circumstance. Despite this, my mother continued to serve the remote areas of Lanao, Luzon. As you can see, she is so overzealous towards her profession. When I was about 3 years old, her enthusiasm needs to be praised in whole, as this was the time my mother became an inatay. She was about our age now, in her early 30s, when my father died. I could never imagine myself raising 6 children alone, with the youngest at the age of 2. That is my sister baby, by the way. She stood as our mother and at the same time, our father. Understanding the situation, she knew that she will be in a difficult position if she's going to continue her profession as a nurse while raising us, her children. Allahu Akbar, God is great. With the mercy of Allah, she was offered the tantilla of my father. In her mind, knowing that this would provide our family with a regular income and would make her work in proximity to us in Iligan City, she took this opportunity. And so her journey as an inatay started. Being a widow, where there are a lot of challenges that have faced her. Notoriously, financial capability has become the most difficult hurdle. She has to make ends meet. Well, to some, an egg might serve to complement the main dish. To our family during this time, it is our main dish. A single boiled egg would serve even 7 mouths. People criticized my mother for not allocating money to finish our house. She would always tell us, hayaan mo yan sila. Mapunta ang pera nila sa hollow blocks. Her biggest investment is us. She always believed in us and would never hesitate to support our endeavors. We were luckily admitted in a university as scholars, and somehow it helped. Then the big challenge came, medical school. Mindanao State University College of Medicine provided the cheapest medical school at 12,100 per semester up until now. It was the third sibling in our family who first went to medical school. As cheap as it may sound, this was a time when my mother has to make the most difficult decision. To tell her daughter to stop going to medical school because she can't bear the financial load. There were 4 of us who already finished our undergraduate degree, awaiting medical school proper. My mother would always remind us that on her every step of hardship, she would always ask for Allah's help. Then the good news happened. The government, under the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office, is offering scholarship, the Pinoy MD program. This gave hope, and our second sibling, who waited 3 years, applied for it, and was granted a scholarship. My brother would allocate the allowance he receives together with the salary of my mother to propel us to medical school. We successfully finished Doctor of Medicine and was able to pass the physician licensure exam. It is no surprise that most of the time my mom would get compliments on how she has become successful despite the adversities that she has been through. To know, success has become relative. Some might consider success as when you have become financially capable, to the point in which you're able to buy your own car, your own house, or success might be considered as having a family of your own before the age of 30. Shout out again to my sister and to my brother. My mom has a selfless goal. It is to make her 6 children finish what they want to become: an architect, physicians, masters in special education. Daddy. Through these hardships, our family became even better. I was shown that sacrifice, commitment, and resilience, you can become successful. Let me ask all the graduates to please stand up and look at your parents. My fellow graduates, my story is not far from yours. Remember this, our success today is not our own success. Behind that success is a character. And behind that character is a nurturing parent. Let us all give them a round of applause for building that character in us. Parents, we love you. Thank you. Please be seated. I also want to take this opportunity to thank my wife for supporting and understanding the passion that I have chosen. I love you. You are a great wife and a wonderful mother to our daughters, Olivia Snow and Amelia Jasmine. To my fellow graduates, sacrifice is necessary, but never cease to give time to your family. You may have become successful in your career, but remember that family is forever. When we enter the premises of VSMMC for training, we know it would be hard. I would always say, if it is easy, then it's not training. Our journey in the VSMMC was really no easy task. The patient load alone is incomparable. The patient load considered by other institutions as their ward census is only a measly ER census to us. But this turned out good. After all, as they say, experience is the best teacher. Nothing beats being persistently faced with cases. While others consider being a doctor a noble act, we find chivalry by doing the jobs we consider not meant for a doctor. We will push the stretcher, even do the mapping on the floor, if it means saving someone's life. VSMNC has taught us humility. We work in unison and a dynamic team where views might be different, but with a common goal to help alleviate the condition of our patients seeking help. We are taught of leadership. It was not all work. To keep us on track, the principles of our patient management, our high caliber consultants are always there to guide us and push us to the limits. The weekly conferences and monthly audit of patients have grilled us countless times, but this taught us accountability. At this juncture, let me ask again my fellow graduates to please stand up. Look at your chairman and your training officer. Please bow. Please be seated. Chairman and training officer, we bow down as we culminate our journey in this institution. As you have always earned our respect, thank you for keeping us on track and showing us the way to become globally competitive physicians. To our Medical Center Chief, Dr. Gerardo M. Aquino Jr., thank you for allowing us to experience the Soto Way. Our journey was a rough road, but it was a road meant to train the best driver, to carry with him invaluable lessons in the journey called life. Fellow graduates, we are no ordinary physicians. We are a graduate of Vicente Soto Memorial Medical Center. Let us praise and thank each other as we have become a horsepower of an institution where its ultimate goal is to give hope to those who are helpless. Let us show the world an everlasting impression of the Soto Way, where chivalry is powered by compassion and where leadership is strengthened by humility. As we continue our journey, let us keep this in our hearts and walk with pride, telling everyone, Taga Soto Babay. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Abdel Basel. We are proud of you. Dr. Basel is proud of his family and is proud of Vicente Soto Memorial Medical Center. Thank you for the message. Another big